Okay, so you have been working on your flag and you have finished your stripes and you've added your blue and your base is finished. Now you have to make your stars, and we have 50 of these babies to make. Now, there are several options for making your stars, starting with your yarn option. You could use the same yarn, size 4 yarn that you've been using to make your stripes, and then just use a smaller hook to get, smaller stars, because you have 50 of them to put on that flag. Or you could just change to a smaller size 3 thread and still use a smaller hook size, of course, and still get smaller stars yet. Now, in this option I'm showing you, I'm just going to show you how to make the stars. After that, it's your decision as to how you want to size your stars, all right? So you could start with a magic circle, but I'm going to use the chain 4 method, and then, well, let's do chain 3. We're going to use half DC so we get smaller stars yet. Chain 3, and then in the first stitch, first chain, we're going to put 9 half DCs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you notice I'm going over my tail, makes life easier. 6, 7, 8, 9, and your total is really 10, because the 2 that's left off of that first chain 3 is a stitch. We're counting it as a stitch. So we're going to put a slip stitch in the top of that chain 2. Then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the second stitch from the hook, we're going to put a single crochet. In the other stitch, we're going to put a half DC. In the last one, we're going to put a DC, a double crochet. All right? Then we're going to skip 1 stitch, and we are going to put a slip stitch. Then we're going to repeat, chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Second stitch, a single crochet. Next stitch, a half DC. Next stitch. And the pattern we did here is to get 5-point stars. So I started with 10 in here because I'm going to skip every other stitch, and that will give me a 5-point star. If you wanted to make a 6-point star, you would do 12 and just do this and skip every other stitch. 4, second chain from hook, single crochet, next one, half DC, next one, DC. Skip 1, over here, slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second stitch, single crochet, next stitch, half DC. Yes, that's what it's called, HDC, half DC. Last one, DC. Skip 1, put it here. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. The good thing about this method, doesn't take long, and say you're working on your blanket, right, your flag, and you have to travel. You know that thing gets big. You could put this in your bag for the road, and you could start making your stars even before you're finished with your blanket, right? Because you need 50 of them anyway. You skip 1, and it's going to go back into where we started, and we're going to just do a slip stitch. Join it, and there you go. You have your star. All right, there you go. cut the ends, you're done. Repeat that 50 times and you have the stars for your flag. So here is the final portion. You have done your blanket base. You have done your stars, all 50 of them. And I'm sure you could probably do less if you're not into making an exact replica of the flag. Do you? That's what creativity is about. But I just wanted to finish off by showing you, if you did do the 50 stars, how to place them. So the thing about the stars is they are placed where any direction you look from, there it's a straight line. It's a straight line that way, it's a straight line that way. Anywhere it's a straight line that way, and it's not too hard to do. So you start with the bottom and you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then in between those stars you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right above that you carry on and you do the 6 and you repeat it. 1, 2, and you just line them up with this bottom one. And you just keep doing that. So this row of 6 just falls on top of this. Once you get the first 2, you're good to go. Next one will be right on top of that with your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you keep doing that until you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets going up. And at the bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once you line them up, like just fill them into the spots, naturally they're going to fall in line horizontally, and you do that. I use Stitch Fix liquid stitch to attach them. And I get this to buy in my local Walmart, not a sponsor, but it's made for fabric. If you can see, it's used to attach fabric, and after it's dried for 24 hours, it's washable. Not dry cleaning, but washable. And once you've done that, you go ahead, give it 24 hours to dry. And then my stars are sticking up at the ends, so because I just attached it with the glue at the back in the middle. Then you can steam press or just block, spray with water or fabric softener and water mixed in a spray bottle, and just let it dry. And voila! You have a United States flag finished. Yay!